How did my hair end up in here? Do you know what? Are we ready? Are we ready? Are you ready? I'm ready. Hello, beautiful besties. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Bailey and I like to read a little bit. It is that time of the month again where we pick my TBR for the following month, for the next month. Words are hard. We're picking my TBR for August. That's what we're doing. And we are doing it with the help of our handy dandy little TBR jar. I only like to pick like 6 to 8 books to put on my TBR because I am a mood reader and I like to have a little bit of freedom throughout the month. It's also like more of a hopefuls list instead of just a TBR because I hope I'm gonna read all these. I may not. It's fine if I don't. But these are just the ones that are on my like immediate radar. I'm not going to force myself to read something if I don't feel like reading it though. So at the end of the day, reading should make me happy and it shouldn't feel like a chore. There are a couple of books that I have been eyeballing that I want to read in the month of August. And if we pick a prompt that I can put those with, then I will absolutely be doing that. But if not, then I'll stop a little bit early and then just add those to the TBR. Without further ado, let's just get right into it. Okay, we're gonna pick our first prompt. I'm gonna go at the bottom. Let's see what we got. This one is all wrapped up. Ooh, okay. Oh, can you see that? A book with the prettiest cover. One of the books that I wanted to put on the TBR. I was just thinking earlier, oh my God, this cover is so pretty. And it is behind you guys. Okay, it's right there. Hold on, let me grab it. The first prompt just went so smoothly and I don't have anything else that I want to put on this prompt because this cover, hello. This is Dance of Lies by Brittany Arena. It's like stained glass. That is gorgeous. This is fantasy romance. Maddie and Emily have both told me to read this, but Maddie made me order it. And so as soon as she said that, I did. So I actually don't know anything about this. They just told me to read it, so I got it. It says, a dancer turned spy must decide how far she will go to secure her freedom. My protector is gone, revealed to be a monster, but I remind myself that I'm not a damsel. I'm no princess bound within a tower. I am a shadow. Vasily Moran was once a dancer in King Ilian's court until he framed her for murder. Ooh, tea. Barely surviving her 2 years in the dungeons, she's suddenly called to face her king. He offers her a deal, become his spy at a 6-week royal gathering, and he will grant her freedom. As Ilian's orders grow bloody and dangerous, forcing her to harm and betray those around her, Vasily discovers that the monster she serves may be aligned with a bigger monster, one far closer to home. With her world threatened, Vasily enlists the help of Ilian's brother, the great adversary, the infamous King of the East. As the rivalry between brothers escalates, with Vasily caught in the middle, the horrifying truth of her past comes to light. If she wants to survive, she must decide who to trust, who to fight for, and how much of her soul she's willing to damn in the process. Yeah, so first prompt, didn't really like look for other books because I want to read this. I want to read this immediately. A Dance of Lies by Brittany Arena is the first book on the TBR for August. How did my hair end up in here? Second prompt is going to be, oh my God. Okay. Book by an indie author. We love that. So we have 2 options. I don't have physical copies of these yet. The first one is going to be The Curse That Binds by Laura Thalassa. That is a prequel book to this series, Bewitched by her. And I think that The Curse That Binds is going to be giving like The Mummy-esque type vibes. This book gave me a little bit of The Mummy. It just came out July 1st too, I believe. But Laura Thalassa is an indie author. That's one of them. Okay. The second one is going to be Face Off by Chelsea Curto. So this is one that Emmy and Mariana have both been trying to get me to read. It is hockey romance. It says Emerson Hartwell has waited for a spot on an NHL roster since she became a professional hockey player. And this season, she'll finally get a chance to showcase her talents with the struggling DC Stars. Maverick Miller is the best player in the league, but he's never had a winning record. Team captain and desperate to turn things around, he agrees to play nice with the fiery new left winger, even though they're total opposites. After a night where the tension between them reaches a tipping point and they fall into bed together, Emmy and Maverick vow it was only one time. It's never just one time. Just wants to get it out of their system so they can play better and help their team. It doesn't mean anything. She doesn't date hockey players. He's a notorious playboy who doesn't date, period, except what should have been just once happens again and then again. They tell each other their friends with benefits arrangement is only for the season, but despite facing off on the ice behind closed doors, the pair is nothing but fire. So she's on his hockey team. And Emmy said there's great neurodivergent rep in this series and the women are powerful. They're not damselly, you know, and I love that. I love that. So that's a contender. I think I'm gonna pick Face Off only because I know that there's other prompts in here that are like continuous series. That would be a good one for continuous series. And I just really want to read Face Off. I think that's what we're going to do. So the second book on the TBR, a book by an indie author, is going to be Face Off by Chelsea Curto. I am very excited for this. Okay, let's pick our second prompt. I am excited. This should be promising. A book by an author you have never read. Okay, I have an option. Okay, so we have 2 options for this one, an author I've never read. I grabbed one off of the shelf. It is The Love Wager by Lynn Painter. I've never read a Lynn Painter book, but I've heard absolutely absolutely amazing things. I believe this is YA romance, maybe, or it's like not YA, but there's just no spice. I'm not exactly sure. So it says, Hallie Piper is turning over a new leaf. After belly crawling out of a hotel room, hello rock bottom, she decides it's time to become a full-on adult. She gets a new apartment, a new haircut, a new wardrobe, but when she logs onto a dating app that she's determined will find her new love, she sees none other than Jack Marshall, the guy whose room she snuck out of. After agreeing they are absolutely not interested in each other, Jack and Haley realize they are each other's perfect wing person in the searches for the one. They text about their dates, often scheduling them at the same restaurant so that if things don't go well, the two of them can get tacos afterward. Spoiler, they get a lot of tacos together. Discouraged by the lack of prospects, Jack and Haley make a wager to see who can find true love first. But when they agree to be fake dates for a weekend wedding, all bets are off. As they pretend to be a couple, lines become blurred, and each struggles to remember why the other was a bad idea to begin with. Okay, that's an option. We also have one that I will probably buy the physical copy of. I just don't have it yet. And that book is going to be Broken Country by Claire Leslie Hall. It was a Reese's Book Club pick. I don't know if that holds any significance with anybody. It doesn't really with me, but I mean, slay. So it says, a love triangle unearths dangerous, deadly secrets from the past in this thrilling tale perfect for the fans of The Paper Palace and Where the Crawdads Sing. The farmer is dead, he is dead, and all anyone wants to know is who killed him. Beth and her gentle, kind husband Frank are happily married, but their relationship relies on the past staying buried. But when Beth's brother-in-law shoots a dog going after their sheep, Beth doesn't realize that the gunshot will alter the course of their lives, for the dog belonged to none other than Gabriel Wolfe, the man Beth loved as a teenager, the man who broke her heart years ago. Gabriel has returned to the village with his young son Leo, a boy who reminds Beth very much of her own son who died in a tragic accident. As Beth is pulled back into Gabriel's life, tensions around the village rise, and dangerous secrets and jealousies from the past resurface, this time with deadly consequences. Beth was forced to make a choice between the woman she was and the woman she has become. A sweeping love story with the pace and twists of a thriller, Broken Country is a novel of simmering passion, impossible choices, and explosive consequences that toggles between the past and present to explore the far-reaching legacy of first love. I have heard that this book is messy, and it's like historical, romantic thriller in a way with a bunch of drama and like tension and angst and push and pull and all that kind of stuff. And I've heard that I'm going to love it. I'm really wanting to read this one, but here's the thing. Y'all know I pre-film. I have a full-time job. I have to pre-film in order to get videos out to you guys in time once a week, right? And it is currently still July. I kind of want to read this right now. And I definitely want to start Lynn Painter because I've heard so many good things. So I think what I'm going to do, we're going to read Love Wager by Lynn Painter in August, okay? And I'm going to read Broken Country in July. Anyways, I'm excited for this one. This is supposed to be funny. Like, I've heard people giggle to this one, and I'm gonna need something lighthearted. I don't know why. I'm just gonna want something lighthearted, you know? That's not book 2. That's book 3. That is book 3 on the TBR. So 3. We've got 3. Bailey doesn't know how to count. Our 4th prompt is going to, oh my God. Oh, I thought it went in my hoodie. By the way, we love buying the Besties merch, you guys. This is Maddie's merch. Look at how cute the back is. It's so cute. And it's comfortable. Oh my God. My ankles are dying. Okay, you picked a prompt, Bailey. Read it. Ooh, okay. A book that your friends loved. So I've got one option here. I can't show it to you yet. We have to go through everything else. Where did my hair go? It disappeared. That was rude. We have 3 options here, okay? We've got 2 physical and 1 ebook. So we have When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. Maddie and Emily both love this book. This is like Emily's favorite book of all time, I think. Don't quote me on that. But she wants me to read it. A lot of people have read this, okay? A lot. I just haven't read it yet. She's freaking huge, dude. So this is fantasy romance, and I think it's like Vikings? Maybe? There's a dragon on the back. I love that. The creators did not expect their beloved dragons to sail skyward upon their end, to curl into balls just beyond gravity's grip, littering the sky with tombstones with moons. They certainly did not expect them to fall. As a valued elding blade of the rebellion group of Fier du Ath, Rave's job is to kill. That's an end of a sentence. Rave's job is to kill, period. Yep, slay. To complete orders and never get caught. When a renowned bounty hunter is employed by the crown to capture a member of the Ath, Rave's world is turned upside down. Blood spills, hearts break, and Rave finds herself at the mercy of the Guild of Nobles, a group of dual-beaded elementals who intend to turn her into a political statement. Only death will set her free. Crushed beneath a mourning weight, Khan Vagor, that's a name, that's a strong name, took the head of the king and donned his melted crown. Now on a tireless quest to assuage the never-ebbing ache in his chest, his hunt for a moon shard lures him into the belly of Gore's notorious prison, where he stumbles upon something that rips apart his perception of reality. A shackled miracle with eyes filled of rage and blood on her hands. The echo of the past sings louder than the creators themselves, and even Rave can't ignore the truths blaring at her from a warmer, happier time. However, there's more to this song than meets the eye, and some truths, they're too poisonous to swallow. Here's the thing. I'm not sure I'm ready to dive into this yet. The next book isn't out. Sometimes it bothers me, sometimes it doesn't. I feel like I'm really gonna want the next book when I read this one, so I don't know. This is a maybe. The next one is From Lukov with Love. Larry loves this book. She loves Mariana Zapata. So it says, if someone were to ask Jasmine Santos to describe the last few years of her life with a single word, it would definitely be a 4-letter one. After 17 years and countless broken bones and broken promises, she knows her window to compete in figure skating is coming to a close. But when the offer of a lifetime comes from an arrogant idiot she spent the last decade dreaming about pushing in the way of a moving bus, Jasmine might have to reconsider everything, including Ivan Lukov. This is ice skating romance, but as we know, Mariana Zapata is like the slowest of slow burns, and I love that. I eat that shit up every time. So this is also a maybe. The third pick is going to be Nightshade by Autumn Woods. This cover is so pretty. This is book 1 in a duet. A duet, we need more duets. I love a duet. This is also supposed to be like super gothic, like gothic dark academia vibes. I love that. It says, when Ophelia Winters accepts a scholarship at a prestigious Scottish university to prove, to prove that her parents' death was the fault of Kane Green, an American aviation tycoon, her plan is simple. Keep her grades up, keep her head down. The last thing she wants is to wind up in a mafia war or step on toes of royalty. Her plan gets off to a rocky start when the mysterious man that almost kills her on her first day turns out to be Kane's eldest son. As far as she's concerned, Alex Corbo Green is a younger version of his billionaire father, a monster hiding beneath a beautiful facade. Loneliness has been Ophelia's only dependable companion for years, but when anonymous threats and mysterious occurrences start to haunt her time at Sorrow Song, she wonders if she can really survive there on her own. Between being paired together for a project and ending up each other's alibi for a murder, avoiding Alex becomes increasingly impossible. She begins to fall for the soft heart that hides beneath his hard exterior. Tormented by a malicious stalker and increasingly close to Alex, Ophelia's desperation for revenge wavers for the first time. Can she really bring herself to pull the trigger on Kane now that she knows the family it'll split in two? No, I'm actually so excited. Okay. Here's the thing. Am I eventually going to read this? Abso-freaking-lutely. There's no way I'm not. Am I going to read this one this year? Abso-freaking-lutely. Am I really wanting a gothic book? Yeah, I am. Are we gonna read Nightshade? Yeah, we are. Okay, so that is the 4th book on the TBR. We're going to read Nightshade by Autumn Woods. I'm so excited for this one. And Emmy said it's written beautifully. Number 5, we're gonna pick the 5th book now. I don't know what that dance move was. Oh my God, my fingers got stuck. Okay, we're fine. What does this say? Is that upside down? I can't tell if it's upside down. It says, that is upside down. You didn't tell me. How rude. Can you read that? Let me read that. It says, a book that has been on your physical TBR for forever. That's rude, actually. Do you know what? We've got 3 choices. I'm so sorry about that accent. We have From Lukov with Love. We're gonna put this one back up. I already told you what it's about. It's a good option, okay? Hockey romance, not hockey. That's not hockey. That's an ice skate. I mean, there's ice skates in It's an ice skating slow burn romance, okay? Anyways, we also have Next of Kin by Hannah Bonham Young. Basically, in this one, it sounds like they're both paired together because there's this new thing that CPS is doing where they have like 2 prospective guardians and they join households to like qualify to be able to keep their younger siblings, right? And these 2 people want to keep their younger siblings, so they end up doing this whole thing together. That is them. They are so cute. I've heard this is really, really good. So this is like romance. And Hannah Bonham Young is so funny. This is a contender, but we also have another one that I've showed to you guys before, and it's been on my TBR for so long. Bunny by Mona Awad. This book is weird, I've heard, and I'm scared of it, but I'm kind of intrigued too. What's the genre of Bunny? Bunny by Mona Awad is generally classified as dark academia, gothic fiction, and satire with elements of magical realism and horror. So we've got slow burn romance, giggly romance, and we've got a weird freaky book. I really think I want to go with the weird freaky book. I think it's finally time, because I think out of all 3 of these, this one has been on my TBR the longest, and I've just been putting it off for so long. So I think our 5th book on the TBR is gonna be Bunny, and she's a little cutie. She's short. I don't know if she's cute, actually. I hope she doesn't give me nightmares. All right, let's choose number 6 together. Is this upside down? Okay. Does that say what I think it says? Continue a series. What did I say at the beginning of this video? There was a book I already had in mind. So we're just gonna go straight to that one. The book that we are going to choose for Continue series is going to be, we're gonna continue the Bewitched, I think it's called the Bewitched series. We're gonna read Bewitched book 2.5, which is the prequel to these that just got released. I'm gonna try to read the blurb. I'm gonna see if there's any spoilers. Yeah, okay, there's spoilers. I don't wanna read you the blurb. I can read you the blurb for this one so that you know about the series in case you wanna read it. So, it is a witchy romance. Honestly, this is like like just fun. It's just spicy fun. You know what I mean? So don't go into it thinking it's gonna be like groundbreaking, jaw-dropping fantasy with witches. It's not. Okay, it's fun and it's funny and it made me giggle and I love the MMC. So it says, at age 20, Celine Bowers desperately hopes to be accepted into Henbane Coven, an academy for young witches. Since one of the requirements for entry is to connect with her powers via a quest through the wilderness, Celine books a trip to South America. When a nefarious supernatural force tries to drag her plane from the sky, Celine's magic awakens to save her life at a cost. Using her powers devours her memories one by one. Worse, when Celine braves the jungle and discovers the source of the attack, she finds herself awakening an ancient evil, Memnon the Cursed, who mistakes Celine for his long-dead wife, the wife who betrayed him. Celine manages to escape and begin her studies at Henbane, but when Memnon turns up at the coven and the witches are found dead across campus, Celine becomes entangled in a dangerous plot. Accused of the murders on the basis of her memory loss, Celine must rely on Memnon's help for answers, and his plans for her will change everything. I had so much fun with this. Is it the most well-written series ever? No. Is it a little bit cringy at times? Yes, but it's fun. And that's what I wanted it for. You know, sometimes you just need a book like that. So we're gonna read the prequel to that one because I've been waiting for it. I forgot that it was coming out. I'm so bad about that. So that is book 6 on the TBR. We are going to choose 1 or 2 more. Prompt number 6, let's go. What is, I ripped it. What does it say now? Can you read that now? It says a book that intimidates you. What intimidates me? Nothing. I'm unintimidatable. I think I have the 2 that are possible. So we could do When the Moon Hatched, bringing it back, okay, because it does intimidate me. I'm a little scared. She's really thick and a lot of people don't like her. I think I will, but I'm not quite positive. The other choice that we have is the Spark of the Everflame. It's the first book in the Kindred's Curse saga by Penn Cole. I have heard so many things about this. I want to read this series before the end of the year. This apparently has like the slowest of slow burns. So this one, the blurb says, when old secrets catch fire, everything will burn. In a mortal world colonized by the gods and ruled over by the Descended, their cruel offspring, DM Bellator learns to escape the insular life of her poor village. Her mother's sudden disappearance and the discovery of a dangerous secret about her past offer DM an unexpected opportunity to enter the dark world of Descended royalty and unlock the web of mysteries her mother left behind. With the dying king's handsome, mysterious heir watching her every move and a ruthless mortal alliance recruiting her to join the growing civil war, DM will have to navigate the unwritten rules of love, power, and politics in order to save her family and all of mortal kind. I think I'm gonna wait on the Spark of the Everflame series. I think I'm gonna read When the Moon Hatched. I'm scared. Thank you, TBR jar. We're gonna read this big chunky book. Because that book is so long, I think that's all I wanna put on the TBR this month, you guys. Just 7. August is going to be, hopefully, one of the best months of the year. It's also going to be so hot, so hot. So I'm going to need to be inside and reading a lot. So let's go over what we chose. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are you ready? I'm ready. The first book on the TBR is a book with the prettiest cover. That's gonna be A Dance of Lies by Brittany Arena. Fantasy romance. Then we have a book by an indie author, and that is Face Off by Chelsea Curto. Hockey romance with a strong FMC. Love to see it. Good palette cleanser for the month. And then we also have another palette cleanser. We have The Love Wager by Lynn Painter. This is, I think it's like closed door romance, right? But I've heard it's gonna make me giggle. So an author you have never read before. That's what this one was. Then we have a book that your friends loved, and Emmy loved this book, and I believe Laura is really enjoying it too. I think she got it. I don't know if she started it yet, actually. That is Nightshade by Autumn Woods. This is gothic dark academia romance with a little bit of like a murder mystery plot. Very excited for that. Then we have a book that's been on your TBR like forever, Bunny by Mona Awad. This is, I can't remember what genre they said it was. Isn't it like kind of a thriller but weird? We're putting it in the genre, in my genre of weird books. Okay, freaky books, and that's what this one is. I'm actually getting really excited to read this. So, and then we have Continuous Series, which is The Curse That Binds by Laura Thalassa, continuing the Bewitched series by her. It is witchy academia, funny, fun, spicy time. Okay, that's what that one is. And then we have a book that intimidates you, which was so rude of the TBR jar, and we have When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. Do we think that we can get through them? I don't know. We'll see. We hope we can. I think we got a good lineup in August, you guys. The question of the day is, what is y'all's most anticipated read of August? It doesn't have to be a new release, just something that you're gonna read. I wanna know. Let's chat about it. Is it something that I've recommended you? If it's not, it's fine. It's fine. No, I'm just kidding. I hope you guys enjoyed the chaos that is me, and I love you guys so, so much. Thank you guys for being here with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe and do all of the things, and I will see you guys next week.